Almost 5,000 years ago, someone in southern England decided to move 2-ton stones from a place nearly 250 kilometers away, with no wheels, no metal, and no proven draft animals for the job. To this day, nobody can fully explain how they did it. This isn't a conspiracy theory or a story stretched thin for tourists. It's a confirmed geological fact. Scientists traced the exact origin of these stones to a specific quarry in Wales. That distance remains one of the great unresolved puzzles in British archaeology. Stonehenge wasn't built all at once. It went up in separate stages centuries apart. It started as a simple circular ditch around 3000 BC, dug with tools made of bone and deer antler. The massive sarsen stones went up 500 years later, in a completely different phase. Those sarsen stones weigh up to 25 tons each and come from Marlborough Downs, just 25 kilometers away. Moving them alone was an enormous logistical challenge for a society with no documented metal or wheel. But that's not even what intrigues archaeologists most today. The smaller stones, known as bluestones, are the ones that really break the logic. They weigh up to 4 tons each, and their exact geological origin has been traced to the Preseli Hills in Wales, nearly 250 kilometers from Stonehenge itself. 250 kilometers, no known wheels, no proven draft horses, crossing rivers, hills, and rough terrain, 5,000 years ago. Nobody has ever fully explained how they transported those stones that far, and that's exactly where the real mystery begins. For decades, the leading theory was overland transport, wooden sledges sliding over log rollers, pushed by dozens of coordinated people. Modern archaeological experiments recreated the method, but only over short stretches of favorable ground, never a full journey of that scale. A more recent theory proposes a partly maritime route. The stones traveled down Welsh rivers to the coast, sailed on rafts along the Bristol Channel, then up another English river toward the final site. No archaeological trace of those rafts has ever survived to confirm it. Here's the detail that bothers modern archaeologists the most. Neither theory has enough direct evidence to be confirmed. Both rely on reconstruction experiments and on the logic of what was physically possible, not on an actual documented record of how the move happened. Archaeologists dated each phase using radiocarbon testing on deer antler and bone fragments found in the original construction layers. That method, verified by multiple independent laboratories in different countries, places every stage of the monument on a reliable 5,000-year timeline. And there's something else that complicates the picture even more. In 2021, geologists identified the exact Welsh quarry the bluestones came from, with extraction marks dated centuries before those stones ever reached Stonehenge. That suggests they may have been part of another monument first. In other words, it's possible those bluestones never traveled directly from Wales to Stonehenge. They may have been part of an older Welsh stone circle, dismantled and moved later. If real historical mysteries like this catch your attention, this channel covers one every single week. Subscribe before we get to the part nobody agrees on. That theory is still actively debated between British and Welsh archaeologists right now. Some support it with matching post holes found in Wales. Others believe the current evidence still isn't enough to confirm it with certainty. Neither side has, for now, the final answer. The monument's full original purpose isn't settled either. Cremated remains of at least 60 people have been found there, confirming a real, documented funerary use. But that coexists with evidence of an astronomical alignment too precise to be pure coincidence. Stonehenge's central axis points exactly toward the summer solstice sunrise and toward the winter solstice sunset in exactly opposite directions. A society with no writing system calculated that alignment with a precision that still surprises the astronomers who study it today. That means Stonehenge probably served several functions at once: a burial site, an astronomical calendar, and a ceremonial gathering place. Serious archaeologists avoid settling on one simple explanation because the real evidence points in several different directions at once. DNA research published in recent years found that the human remains discovered there came from people with clearly distinct genetic origins, from regions far apart within the British Isles. That supports the idea that Stonehenge may have worked as a symbol of unification. People who travel to actually understand something real and not just snap a quick photo for social media find in Stonehenge exactly that kind of open question. Not a baseless myth, but a real engineering and logistics problem modern science still hasn't fully solved. Today, Stonehenge is managed by English Heritage, and it's been a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1986. Every year, thousands of people travel from different countries to witness the summer solstice sunrise, aligned with the same exact axis calculated 5,000 years ago. Archaeologists who support the overland theory cite real, filmed, and documented experiments with sledges and log rollers. Those who back the maritime route cite the geography of the Welsh rivers and the British coastline. The scientific community still has no single, verifiable answer. You can walk today around the full stone circle and with advanced booking, step inside the inner circle during special hours outside regular visiting time. Stonehenge is open to the public every single day of the year with a visitor center that explains every current theory. Salisbury Plain, where the monument sits, is just over 2 hours by car from London, inside a protected landscape that includes hundreds of other lesser-known prehistoric burial mounds, all visible from the same site on a short walk through the English countryside. 5,000 years later, the question is exactly as open as the day someone dug that first circular ditch. How did they do it without the tools we now consider essential? And why those exact stones, brought from so far away? Tell us in the comments which theory convinces you most. Stonehenge doesn't need ghosts or curses to remain a real mystery. It's enough being exactly what it is. A 4-ton stone, moved 250 kilometers 5,000 years ago by people who left behind no manual explaining exactly how they pulled it off. The past never asked permission to stay. History Enigmas. The past is still here,